Howdy doodah, y'all. Welcome to DeezQuibs podcast number 2. We're here live on
Hey,
Zoom.com. Yes, this place is cool.
wait, are you a
Uh,
Zoomer?
I am not a Zoomer, unfortunately. Lamthao.
Hey,
But yeah, let's get on to it. Ooh.
all right, boys. The topic today
We didn't
is
even introduce ourselves.
shoot. This is the second episode. If you haven't seen the first one, what are you doing?
No, you have.
That's true. Hey, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Who jumped straight to the second one? You
No,
gotta.
you need a.
Oh
You
yeah,
need
we're
a.
I'm also trying to mention live
There's
with
always
Dino,
you.
Enriquez and the Omar Lopez. So we're back at it. Let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
who wants to go first? Ladies first.
Nose
What are
goes.
we talking about?
Nose goes. Nose goes.
Omar got you. Got him. Got him.
What have I even talked? It was sports.
Introduce yourself. That's what you
Basketball.
wanted.
Oh, introduce myself for what?
All right,
For
I'll
what?
start it. All right. Hello, guys. My name is Dino.
Ryan. Lamthao.
Why is there a pause? Just keep going.
I'm Omar. Fuck.
All right, guys, back to the topic today. So we're gonna revisit the Corona situation as of June. What's today's date? June 24. And as of right now, the news and the CDC has said that we are expecting a second wave to hit. But the way that people are acting, we've never really got off the first wave, and more cases continue
We're
to
still
go
in
up.
So the first wave never ended then.
Exactly. And it's just
It's
getting
gonna-
worse. But then this time, compared to March and April, I think the big difference is that the news isn't covering it because they're still covering the Black Lives Matters movement. And so, in a way, I see it through my parents. It's kind of like people kind of forgot the Corona is still happening. We're still in a pandemic.
I mean, I haven't seen the news, but the last time I saw was they still give you updates on how many cases
Hmm.
and that they're reopening stuff, but they don't really talk about how many people are still dying. Like I think we're about to hit 10 million at the end of the week.
Holy shit, dude. God damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. And speaking of the Corona, what do you guys think about the how it's affecting the NBA right now? Like with players that don't want to play, there's some players that do want to play, and then it's just like a whole mess. There's politics, there's socialism. Like there's a lot of things that are affecting why these players don't want to play. And some players are actually getting Corona at the moment. Like the other day on the news, they caught two players. Who were the two guys again?
Brogdon and Jokic.
Yeah, so the NBA's thinking about coming back, and then just all recently, their players got hit with the Corona. So it's just a whole mess over there. What do you guys think about the Disneyland paradise that the NBA players are getting?
I don't know. Wait, so they said they're just gonna be in Florida, right?
Yeah, it's basically Disney World. Disney World's like their little like land. Everyone's staying there. That's where they play. It's like a little bubble.
Okay.
Just the players stay there, not the workers. The workers can go home.
No, it's the players and their families and like essential NBA people.
Yeah, but the workers who work there,
Oh,
they
like
can
Disney
go home.
World workers?
Yeah, so and
Oh.
they can, yeah,
What?
it's already.
That's
It's
messed
already,
up. They're the ones operating the place. They should live there.
All right. Heck.
Now, I thought the whole purpose of that bubble is to protect the NBA players. So it doesn't make sense if they're sending the workers like in and out, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. But you want to watch basketball.
Or sports in general, yeah.
Yeah, you want to watch. You want to watch something to hide from you feeling unsafe from the true horrors.
Yeah. So what do you think about the players who are saying that like Kyrie Irving? He said he doesn't want to play because it's taking away the message of Black Lives Matters.
I mean, he's right about that. Once the NBA comes, I think we talked about it last week, didn't we? Like once the
Oh, we touched on it.
NBA comes back, people are gonna forget. Like people already forgot about the coronavirus, and then everything sort of just went back. Like 1 month into everybody staying in. After that, people started protesting about wearing masks. They started being selfish, and then, boom, Now look, now everybody's acting as if everything's back to normal.
Which is really bad in my opinion.
You know what's so interesting? I noticed like through like observing my parents. Back when the news, like in March and April, when the news was covering Corona all the time, like my parents were like scared, like they got scared the shit out of them, and they know they don't want to go out. They're against anyone going out. But then now I notice since the news isn't covering Corona, it's always like the Black Lives Matters. They kind of forgot about the Corona too. They're going out all the time. They're like not. They're letting me go out. They're letting my brothers. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
interesting how the news like dictates what like what they're thinking, how they feel.
yeah, but that's different because Black Lives Matter is like a collective. It's like for a whole. It's not like a selfish like protesting just because I don't want to wear a mask. Like it's a different type of protest.
Yeah, it's a different message.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to take away from that message. I'm just
No,
saying because the news
I'm not
isn't
saying you
covering
are.
that. Is it because the news is covering that? Like, yeah, my parents feel like the Corona disappeared. So
I've
I'm
seen
just
them
saying
make
it's interesting that obviously
what
not disappear, but I'm just saying they're not as scared as they used to be because the news isn't reminding them that the cases are increasing. So they're
what
like
news do you watch?
relaxed. My mom watches is weird. My mom watches CNN. My dad watches Fox. I don't know why. I don't know why they're very choosy about it. They are. I hear that they
I
watch the
mean,
Filipino channel.
I feel like CNN and Fox are probably like the worst ones to watch right now.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Those are
isn't it?
still,
Isn't it? Fox is pro-Trump and then CNN's against Trump. Yeah, those are the two viewpoints you get.
they're all like they lean one side. So
They biased one side actually.
yeah, they're all
Yeah, when you
both
put Fox News, when the anchor is always saying like Donald Trump's doing a good job, and even sometimes they even interview him. You know, CNN, you have Don Lennon and Anderson Cooper, and they're always like bashing him. So I guess it's like there's politics to the news and news biases, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's why you have to like sort of research it yourself to find the middle ground.
Yeah, thank God for AP Gov.
Man, I dropped that class.
Hey, why? It's an interesting class.
I was stupid at the time. The senior year, you know how there's some kids like I want to chill senior year. I was one of those kids, so I thought like I want all my classes to be easy.
Can't
But
relate.
dude, I should have stayed because not only did I had no sixth period at the time, but all my classes were easy. Like I had just calc and I had computer art and then regular English. Like that schedule is you can't get any more easy than that. And I still complaining.
Man, all AP classes
I was just a really bad mindset.
It's okay. At least you passed everything, right?
Yeah. But I guess because I didn't take AP Gov, I was able to take the Native Americans class in college. That was what replaced. That was what AP Gov was gonna replace.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Did you take AP Gov, Ryan?
I did. It was fun.
Did you take the AP exam?
No.
I
I was
don't
going to.
know why it's funny.
I was going to, but I forgot to sign up.
Bro, that's like isn't that like the main test?
Yeah, it is. But like,
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm not tripping though. I got a B in that class. It's like the equivalent of like an A in like for regular
Oh,
classes.
there we go.
But
So you're saying are you a politician?
Nah, I'm not. But it's interesting learning about it though.
Yeah, it is. Do you think like politics nowadays like too complicated? That's why they don't get anything done.
what do you mean by complicated?
Like just the fact that we have like two wing parties, like we have Republicans and Democrats, and then there's
Yeah.
conservatives, liberals. You see how there's just so many viewpoints that are always conflicting that compared to a communist country. Not saying that communist is better, but you see how their politics is flowing through one person, through one ruler.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. I think there should be multiple, like a shit ton.
Because at the end of the day, multiple ones also means like everyone has an opinion on like certain
Yeah.
things.
The reason why we have two is because those are the two that earn the most money. Like everybody forgets about the third party.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic of politics and Black Lives Matters, what do you think about systemic racism?
We barely talked about the NBA. I don't know.
Well, it's because it's related to it.
How,
The NBA, what the issue they're going through is the politics of the player, all the different players' viewpoints.
That is true. I don't think they should play. Not because of the COVID, but because of like they need to realize.
There's some players who think, you know how like Avery Bradley, who just opted out recently.
Yeah.
Kyrie, remember they said they don't want to play because they stand for something else. And there's other players like who was it? It was on ESPN. There's a player who said they could use the NBA as a platform to voice like Black Lives Matters, not to go
Or
against
LeBron
it.
James.
Was it LeBron?
I don't remember who said it, to be honest.
There's Dwight Howard's not playing, right?
I don't know if he is actually.
But you see how quickly I just said Dwight, and then we all went away from the. So that's how quickly it's gonna be forgotten, like the movement.
Oh God, so.
Uh-huh. No, didn't he say he wants to play?
No, I think he's coping with the loss of one of his son's mom who died from COVID. So.
Oh damn! No,
Yeah.
see, now I understand why he wouldn't want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, everyone has different reasons why they don't want to play. Period.
Mhm.
That is true.
Okay, going back to what I said before. So, what do you guys think about systemic racism? Because that's one of the big things that people are really currently protesting against.
Well, it's present, like now, like not now, but like we've been seeing it for like fucking long time now.
What's that background noise I hear?
It's my nieces. They're going crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like you're at a zoo, Ryan.
Yeah, but-
I don't know why they're being loud.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
No.
Also, but back to what I was saying, I watched this YouTube video about like it's like a little animation on how systemic racism became a thing. And it's out. We're seeing like the whole movement is still, it's still like the origins of slavery. How that led to the redlining. The redlining means like how Black people were forced to basically be in their own type of towns, environments. This is how it became the hood, basically. And these redlined places, they didn't get the same property tax as the white people. So you have poorer schools, poorer like quality of life that Black people nowadays. That's how you see like the trend is obviously lots of people say that Black people and brown people make up most of the crimes. But if you study how system racism affected that, like it all makes sense. It's basically the America is like system of doing things just didn't give them the same opportunities as like white families. So that's why we are having like the movement that we're having today.
Yeah, that's a good thing that we are.
Did I have y'all speechless?
No,
No, speechless, huh?
It feels as though as if it might be accomplished if we like a month ago we were all everybody was protesting so focused, and it seems as though we might actually have like a chance to change.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than any other different time. Just, like I don't know, I just feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Like,
I think Black Lives Matters. I think they did their job. You see that there's a trend on TikTok that I was listening to this other podcast where this guy was talking about how these kids are recording themselves like arguing with their parents and grandparents. They're basically arguing against like their family's old traditional beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's like a good thing. So if you look into the future, like 30 years from now, for sure racism is going to be a lot like less problematic. Like I think the movement is it's doing its job and getting people more aware and more like woke about how like racism has been treating people.
Yeah, it's not just present in the U.S. too; it's also present in other countries as well.
And yeah, it's crazy. New Zealand, they're like protesting over there too,
Yep.
and England.
Yep.
All 50 states were protesting at
Yeah,
one time.
It's
I hope
crazy,
they still
man.
are.
yeah.
I know San Diego, they're still protesting.
Yeah, I know there was a skateboard one.
Yeah,
recently.
cool.
Wait, didn't a lot of people get arrested?
They did.
No?
Oh, I didn't know
No,
that.
was it a peaceful one?
For what? Why would you get arrested for being cool? What the?
No, because I thought the skateboarders they're like they're what do you call it? They're blocking the roads. I need to read it again. I saw it off an
yeah,
Instagram post. Yeah, I didn't fact check it.
there you go. Yeah. I didn't hear about that. I mean, of course they're gonna. I mean, they block the roads in every other protest because that's how you get attention. You have to disrupt something.
That and make a lot of distractions too.
We need to have another right.
Mm,
Dude, these last ones didn't even feel like they didn't feel that horrific. I think people just complain more about Target, and that's when they like. I think there needs to be more.
No, yeah,
I mean,
we're in the LA riots. Wasn't it longer and more like?
oh, it was horrible. LA riots were just
yeah.
way
Yeah,
worse.
dude. To be honest, the looting, yeah, it died fast. I think because
Yeah,
so much attention's going to it. You know what I mean?
I
You know how
think-
the LA riots? It was just LA, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that's why there was no social media, so I think people were able to prolong it longer. But I think nowadays, since everything's recorded and everything's covered, I think that's why looting didn't really last long. It was only
Yeah,
the moment.
and then you can get identified quicker.
You do. There's more technology
It's
now.
funny how like police can like identify you even if you're covering your face, but they can't find the people who lynched was it 5 people throughout the U.S. 5 black people throughout the U.S. They can't find
Yeah, I
that.
saw that. I was like, what the fuck? How?
God forbid they steal from Target, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Nowadays we have like, the facial recognition on the Snapchat filter. So who
Yeah.
knows what the cops have, man? Who knows?
Yeah,
And
like,
they have a license plate reader. No matter how fast you're going, they have a device that can read like your license plate.
yeah.
Even if I'm going Sonic fast.
Nah, it's too
Or like
fast.
Mach 2, Mach
There you go.
5 speed or what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but I mean, the year isn't over yet. I mean, anything's still bound to happen. So,
Yeah, what do you guys think is gonna happen to the future of school and other schools?
well, right now, from what I'm hearing right now in Arizona, ASU just plan to reopen in the fall, in August.
Oh damn, dude, SCSU, part of their classes are opening.
Yeah.
I think UCSD is testing every student, so they're coming back.
They're
Damn,
testing
dude.
all their students for coronavirus.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Shit, man. You think SCSU should open?
No.
Nah.
Dude, the cases we're still literally going like this, and somehow we said, yeah, we should reopen.
Yeah, it's like,
It never went down.
yeah,
Not
like,
even
have
like
these
a thing.
people never heard of statistics? The fuck? Damn.
It's because they don't like Dr. Fauci.
They don't like what?
They gotta make all the announcements. The director, the CDC director.
Do they want to be in the ICU? I guess they want to be in there.
Right?
Do you think people are just like you think they're just not aware, or do you think they're straight up like dumb?
No, I saw one of Florida where they were like they were just spewing out conspiracy theories about like 5G and Bill Gates, and I was like, I think these people need help.
Oh, like they're saying they're the ones behind it.
Yeah, they're talking about how like it's a bunch of lie. It's from the 5G towers. I'm like, what the? This is why we need more money in mental institutions. What the fuck are they talking?
All
Bro, the
right.
5G towers, bro. That's the source. You found it.
I think someone in Britain or UK got arrested because he lit on fire a 5G tower, and he truly believed that was the cause.
Dude, that's crazy. Is there a country out there that's almost corona free?
It was New Zealand, and then these two people from the UK came there, and now they're not corona free anymore.
Oh, I
How
saw.
fitting.
Yeah, they're corona. They had no cases for the last like 24 days, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like they're at a fucking what was it like was it a rugby game or what game
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Oh, damn! So it spread like everywhere then, huh?
it? Yeah.
Damn,
It's always the British. History repeats itself.
crazy man. You think the corona is just gonna go off on its own? Like, you know how the Spanish
Mhm.
flu, it like kind of just died down. Like the people who died, and the people who got their immunity grew with it.
Isn't it the Kansas flu? Because didn't it start? It started in like Kansas and then somewhere in like the UK. It just became
Like Spanish
Spanish
flu?
because, yeah, that's why.
Actually, I actually don't know about the origins.
I remember reading it. It started somewhere in Kansas, and then it started another place, and then somehow we just went, we're just gonna call it Spanish.
Damn, you think the bubonic plague will ever come back?
Do you think we have a great potato famine again?
Oh no.
Ryan, you want a potato famine?
No, wait, what? Why? What?
At this point, I won't be surprised if 2020.
Yeah, this year has been really, really shitty. Really, really shitty. It sucks.
You were barely here, right? You were barely in June, right? We're barely at the halfway mark.
We're about to end June too, like in a week.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude. Like,
I
You
think,
think
yeah,
they'll cancel Halloween this year?
no, they're gonna cancel. They better cancel Halloween and fucking.
Yeah, dude, trick or treat. There's no way you can go trick or treating. That's just Corona.
you loot the Target for
Manifest.
candy.
That too. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do 4th of July this year though. That I'm not sure. I'm really curious.
Yeah, virtual fireworks.
Man, just watch this shit in anime. What the fuck?
I can't watch it.
Just watch anime fireworks. That shit looks prettier anyway. Or yeah.
I think Chula Vista canceled their 4th of July celebration.
Oh, the training center.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, they're still having it here in Arizona. They're still gonna shoot fireworks and whatnot.
Dude, honestly, like I said, the last one, just close off Arizona. Just
Yeah, Arizona's still going crazy, huh?
They are going crazy.
wait, Ryan, did you come back after I told you not to?
Man, I wish. This is kind of why I wish I brought almost everything with me, but I forgot sometimes, unfortunately.
We understand.
It's okay.
Tough.
Ryan, do you cook eggs on the sidewalk in Arizona?
I'm gonna try that in the next couple of weeks. I'm actually really curious how that actually looks now.
Is that our next DeezQuibs video? Is cooking
I might
stuff?
just
Yeah, do a cookie.
Yeah.
We'll
I might
What
just put it
happens
on the
when you cook?
fucking, on the what's it called, in the Instagram story.
Are you gonna put cookies on your dashboard and then make them bake?
No, I'd rather not do it in my car. I'd rather do it in someone else's car.
Are you gonna cook an ostrich egg?
Dude, that shit's fucking ginormous. You know how much cholesterol is in that shit?
No, people eat it, right? Isn't it like a?
Yeah, but like, dude, that shit has a lot of cholesterol and a lot of like protein too.
I remember on Epic Mealtime, they cook like ostrich eggs on Arnold Schwarzenegger's tank.
What the fuck?
The most randomest video ever.
That is
Yeah,
the most random
he
shit
owns a
I've ever
tank.
heard. I mean, that's cool though, owning a tank. No one else owns a. Well, I don't know anyone else that owns a tank. So
Yeah, it's titanium, and they cook ostrich eggs on it.
I mean, you never know.
How
What
much does
you're gonna use it anyway? So
it cost? I have an idea.
A tank?
yes.
No, ostrich egg.
Isn't it like $40 or $50?
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
You can probably get 10% off.
Oh shoot. Okay.
That's about
I'll buy one.
$49.
I'll buy one right now. Next DeezQuibs video.
Do
Put hot sauce on it.
egg raw challenge.
No, hot sauce and ostrich egg challenge.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about those people who eat raw eggs? Like, I saw this video. It's on the Snapchat stories where this guy had like a big jug. It's like the beer jug, and he had like 60 raw eggs.
Like Rocky?
He's just chugging it. And he said he said it doesn't taste like anything. Obviously, it has the texture, has that like slimy texture, but it doesn't taste anything. So that's how he can do it like nothing.
She
You
didn't
just
put like any
swallow.
seasoning on it at all. No, you straight up like
No,
took it
'cause
out
I
of
think if you put salt, it'll give it flavor. But since it's a whole like a whole full on raw egg, I think he doesn't want any flavor. He just wants to down it.
because like in some countries they do eat raw. They do eat eggs raw. They actually pasteurize their shit compared to like here in the U.S. where it's like it's straight from the chicken ass. So
That's true. It's
thank
crazy.
you, Kyrene.
What?
Sorry,
I think Ryan's getting attacked.
Yeah.
they
That's
gave me
oh
deodorant.
Man, he don't
So
got
maybe
his webcam to show him getting attacked though.
yeah.
speaking of the webcam, I couldn't fucking find that shit in San Diego. Oh my god, freaking parents
Oh
almost like
yeah, you could have brought it. I was thinking
I
of
couldn't
that.
find it. I couldn't find it. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot find it at all, dude. I asked my parents where to go. They said, I don't know. You probably took it with you.
Yeah. What kind of answer is that? That means you would know where it is.
I know, like, how, I don't know. I don't remember taking it with me. I don't think I did. Because before I left it here on the table,
Uh-huh.
it disappeared. Like, almost everything inside my house.
Yo, it'd be like that though.
It do be like that, yeah. But school-wise, though, oh, man. I'm really curious. I actually wondered this, too. Do you think people that actually have to go to campus have to pay full price for the parking permits?
I hope not.
Hope not, too.
Knowing SDSU, I feel like they would.
Yeah, because they
Dude, they're
need
making us. Yeah,
She's
they're
just
making us
since they need the money too.
full tuition. It's because they bought that land at what's that stadium called?
Viejas?
No, that other the one that's yeah, that one. They bought that land, so they're like, well, we need to raise tuition.
Wait, which land?
The Mission Valley, remember?
Oh, the Qualcomm?
Yeah,
That area.
What the hell?
Is that where the Arc expansion is gonna be? No, that's gonna be by the school, right?
that's at the Arc at the school.
What the
No, I'm
hell,
stupid.
man?
That was a stupid question. Of course it's
Yeah,
gonna be
everything you say is.
I don't know. The way I see it right now, with like in terms of coronavirus and schools reopening, like if they're gonna do it, then like they should only allow like a certain amount of people on campus at a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
think
I
I
don't know.
read.
Do you ever wonder if they're gonna open libraries too or no?
I think I read they're gonna try to just have people just go to class and go home, like not stay
Oh, so
around.
the
Probably the
library is
best
closed.
bet.
Oh, so you can't even hang around. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no,
go in and out right away. That's why.
yeah.
Shit.
But my question to SDSU is though, is SoCal Chicken gonna be open?
Oh shit. Probably gotta do social distance.
Would you make the drive back?
Yes, just for some crispy, delicious SoCal chicken. Yes.
I thought you were trying to lose weight. What you mean?
Yeah, got him.
Yeah. But like, it's
Got
like
him.
Mondays are like my okay days.
Okay. So every Monday, expect to see Ryan at SoCal.
Maybe.
Yo,
Just
what do you guys think about like movie theaters that could be going extinct? Like AMC might file bankruptcy. And I know Edward Cinemas is already the IMAX place.
is Real going for the same thing too, or what?
Regal, I'm pretty sure they're in the same boat, but I haven't seen anything specific about Regal yet.
Okay.
I thought AMC was reopening.
I think they're trying to do it. Yeah, they're trying to reopen soon to do some type of social this so they can get some money. But I think still, who would want to like just what I mean, like go out to movie theater?
Like considering
You're
right now,
literally
I
sharing
wouldn't go-
seats
I
with
wouldn't go
people.
either. Yeah.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Another thing too, that kind of bothers me is like, why the fuck are casinos reopening? What the hell?
Because they need money. Because the economy is they can't let the economy suffer much longer.
These
You
people.
you know the economy only benefits the 1%. So unless you have like
Mhm.
stocks or in that level.
No, but still,
No,
don't you need like a frequent flow? That's why when the pandemic hit, since people were quarantined, there was no more flow. So isn't that's why businesses failed?
no, but
People got laid
I
off.
mean, do you not know how much Target did, Walmart did? They all earned. Amazon did.
Well, they're a big corporation, so it's kind of
Yeah,
expected.
that's the point. It's like it doesn't help the smaller. It only benefits the top, like I just said.
So you're saying the mom and pop shops are doomed no matter what, even if they
Mhm.
reopen.
I think a lot of them closed, right? A lot of the small ones have closed.
Yeah. You think landlords and people who own land should be more
Pull out.
I'd say be a little more lenient because obviously a lot of people lost their jobs just because the company itself couldn't afford them,
Yeah, they should be more
which
lenient about
ties into whoever the chain of command who they're paying.
it. Because if people aren't working, like how do you expect them to pay you for rent? It's like what the hell?
I
I
know
thought they.
in Italy when they're initially when they were the big epidemic, a lot of land, apartments and houses like there was a mandatory rule that like they hold off payments for like a couple weeks while they get the whole coronas thing.
But wait, actually, I actually remembered. They actually did give. Remember all those stimulus packages?
In Italy or in US?
No, in the U.S.
Yeah.
I remember they gave like $500 million to all those giant corporations, and yet for like everybody else, we just got, or most people just got 1,200 for like 4 months. So,
I think yeah, because they want the corporations to keep the economy going,
but that
the flow going. Well, see,
I
when you
need.
buy groceries and essential items, you go to Target, don't you?
I don't go to Target.
Well, you go to a place like
We need to
Target.
burn it down.
Well, you go to a corporation, right? When you buy groceries,
When I go to no, I go to like
it's not like you go to some mom and pop grocery shop like a
I do.
Barron's Market. There's
Barron's is not.
the new market
True
opened
though.
by in San Diego. But you know what I mean? You go to Ralph's or you go to Albertsons or you go to Vons or Walmart.
None of those are near me actually. I
No,
have
but
to
I'm
go to
saying
the
those
small.
corporations, it does kind of make sense that they receive a lot of fund because they're a lot of people like they have a big say in how the economy is flowing.
But shouldn't it be based on not corporations?
From a logical standpoint, yeah, because everyone should be able to stand up on their 2 feet. But because the corporations are monopolized like just essential items and things that people need, what I mean is like it's based on the importance to the common people.
Like with like
The common
Okay,
people.
let's compare Target to a mom and pop Hawaiian shop.
Why it has to be
If you need
white?
groceries and toilet paper, everything is in Target. Everything's under one roof. If you need Hawaiian food, the mom and pop shop has Hawaiian food, but that's all they can give you, Hawaiian food. They can't give you anything else. Versus Target that has all the groceries and essential items. That's why the government rewards them for being more quote unquote
But
important.
but they'll lay off workers. Target will lay off workers because they don't need them. They don't deem them as essential anymore.
Well,
Like
that's
Walmart,
the corporation's
they're getting
decision.
rid of all the cashiers.
Yeah,
So they're
that's
gonna.
the corporation's decision to try and save money. But that doesn't take away the fact that a lot of people they have a lot of customers and consumers. Yeah, that's why they got looted when Minneapolis the one of the girls that she was giving a speech.
Yeah.
She said they looted Target because Target hasn't done anything to stand up for the message. And
They
they're a corporation. One Target being looted isn't gonna change the whole Target landscape. But that's why people are getting mad when they're looting mom and pop shops because they're like, what the heck, man? They work hard to get to that point, and then people are just looting it.
No, but that's the difference. Is you have to. That's why I said we need another right, because I think all these targets are like Walmart's. They're they're they have like insurance, so they're gonna earn that money back.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying there's still essential. You can even say they're essential stores.
You're protecting a. I think the reason why is because that gets your message spread, and yet people care more about a burning Target than Black Lives Matter.
Well, that's true.
Notice how you were defending the whole time Walmart, and
No, I wasn't
you're
defending
like,
them. I'm explaining to you why it makes sense the government's funding them more. Like the police. Remember people are saying that we should defund the police?
yeah,
The
that's a point.
police
That's not a
technically
good.
cover they're law enforcement. They basically they enforce government policies and county policies and state policies. So it makes sense that the government is gonna fund them more than education, more than
But to
hospitals,
look like
more than anything.
militarized, but to look so militarized, and that they only have like what? How many hours of training? Well, how many?
Speaking of
If
militarized,
if
the
they're gonna have
government.
that much power, you should have more than 3 months or however long it is right now to be a cop.
Yeah, but in the government's eyes, they see them as very important, so that's why they give them a bigger budget compared to other like departments. And
I
speaking
want
of
to know, right?
militarized police force, what do we spend most of our money on? Our own military. Because the military war makes money. So that's how a lot of these, like you
Really
just said,
does.
remember you said earlier, you said the economy, the rich, the 1% is what really benefits from it.
Yeah,
So a lot of these rich politicians and rich millionaires who have stocks in the military technology and all their weapons,
Yep.
they're benefiting from like an expensive military.
Or better get the
hang on.
government.
Is Ryan still alive?
Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm
Hey, Ryan's speechless. He learning
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
like he had a heart attack, then he came back.
Obviously, everything I'm saying there's some parts that I could be wrong, but this is just from talks that I have with my dad and what I hear at work.
Well, of course, because you hear their side, so you just take it in, and then
Well, that's my dad. What am I supposed to do? That's
I
what
don't know.
what
Have your own
raised me.
opinion. Not have your own opinion. Do your own research.
Well, I'm not having. I'm explaining to you that why the government is funding them, why that makes sense. It makes sense because they see it as more important. Well, obviously, I understand what you're saying. Like from a logical standpoint, that doesn't make sense because there's other departments that need it more, like education, mom and pop shops, and other like just the poor people who could use that money. But in the government's eyes, the government is what runs all the policies and all the rules. So they see law enforcement and the military, the people that condone power, is more important. And it's gonna stay that way until something big happens. And the movement that's going on right now is the first step. But we'll see.
Until
It
the
depends
NBA
on how
comes
long
back.
these people. If you look, remember in history, we learned this in history. You know how the Romans, the Roman Empire just collapsed because they had too much power, and then the people overtook their government.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when the power becomes corrupt. So that's why the movement with what's going on today is kind of showing like the people's attitude towards our president is like we see him as corrupt. That's why so many people hate him. So that's why it's interesting to see where this movement will take us.
Wait.
To be fair, a lot of people hate Donald Trump for other reasons too. But yeah,
I mean, he actually is corrupt. Did you not read what recently came out?
No, I'm saying I'm not saying he's not corrupt. I'm saying like the attitude.
Hmm.
What are you trying to pin me as the bad guy? I just told you. I
Cancel
explained to
that.
you.
Exactly. Now
At the end of the
listen to
day,
this.
I'm just explaining to you why the government is funding these powerful departments. You can say it as at the police, the military. I remember we were talking about systemic racism.
Yes.
If the government put a lot of more money into education, we probably have better teachers, better quality teachers, and better schools. Then people will have more of a. If you give them more quality education, then you get a more like a quality lifestyle, which means a
I think
more personal
isn't
quality.
isn't hasn't it came out that they like slowly took out funds from education and these other sources to put it into law enforcement?
Yeah, they do that all the time. Donald Trump, in 2016, I think one of the first things he did was, I don't know, one was a travel ban, but he did something where I remember remember when our high school, where teachers always protesting, they're going on strike.
Uh, yeah, I don't really, yeah, but yeah.
Ryan, at your high school during that time, were your teachers going on strike? I know Olympian they were.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, dude, Olympian senior year, I was always driving when you drive into the parking lot. All the teachers they have their signs and they're like chanting. And then when
Oh,
the school
okay.
bell rings, they go back inside.
Okay, I kind of remember that actually. They weren't really like
That-
I remember it was president outside, but like I don't remember too much of it because some of my teachers did have like a pin to it that said like they were
Mhm.
protesting for the thing too.
Yeah, dude, teachers are very like underpaid.
I think it was because they were getting, what is it, pink slips? They were getting layoffed.
Yeah, that's we call it what's that word I'm looking for?
I don't,
It's a reaction to because the education budget's so low.
wait, but didn't our district come out? I think it came out recently. An audit came out that they were misusing funds. It was fraud.
Yeah, I think the superintendent or one of the high was this.
Yeah,
She did it for. Wasn't she building like a house, like an expensive?
I don't know what she was using the money for, but that's the reason why so many people got fired, and that's why like
Yeah, she misplaced like millions,
yeah,
like 4 million, right, or 7 million.
I have no clue. It was a lot.
Dude, $7 million. You know how many teachers' salaries that?
Dang, wait, $7 million and they couldn't fucking fix a light bulb in the fucking bathroom? The fuck?
Yep.
That's why you didn't have money for it. They took it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the
No more.
Sweetwater High School District. You're right. There was a big case on it. But yeah, I think this goes back to what we were talking about, the systemic racism. I think because the government is very biased and not spending the money wisely, you get like bad schools, or you get the hood, and that just it's a chain reaction to a whole lot of problems.
Maybe the stop and frisk and the focal point in the 90s of, I think, who was the president in the 90s? Clinton, saying like we need to get these drugs off the street, so he like put more officers onto those communities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. But there was a movie though that pointed out that like, the real cartel is the US too.
Narcos?
Not Narcos, but there's another movie. It's called like I think it's called like remember. Tom Cruise is in it.
Narcos?
Uh-huh.
It's called American Made.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. So literally, they would like the CIA would work with Escobar. They would transfer cocaine and stuff.
Damn,
Yes.
that's how much power he had. He even had the US working for him, man.
I know, right? The fuck?
It's crazy.
I know.
Right, boys, I hate to say it, but we said we're gonna have to wrap it up. We're at the time limit.
What is our final? What is the time limit? What the fuck? We have a time limit.
We're already at 40 minutes.
40 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fast.
Y'all have any closing thoughts, Omar?
I don't know. I'm not a economist. I have no idea what the fuck. I'm just
All right,
an idiot.
your thoughts have been closed. Ryan, any closing thoughts?
Wash your hands, social distance.
Did you say wash your ass?
Wash your hands and your ass. Wear a mask. Don't be a Karen. Yes. Also, yes, defund the police. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
All right, guys, you heard the man.
Wait, do you have any final thoughts?
I think I already said them all. Just repeat what Ryan said. Just make sure to wash your hands, wash your ass, ask questions.
Stay woke too.
Yep. Stay woke, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah.
Another walk with a minute. I ain't been up on the block in a minute. I've been missing out the walk with the minute. I've been building up the blocks like a minute. Elliot, that water dripping out the city. Oh my God, boy, he got a Glock. Oh my God, boy, that boy on top.